Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostle, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from Great Millstone, Dallas. And I wanted to go into this article, which is from naturalnews.com. It came out September 5th. It says, controversy surround Bill Gates back synthetic fruit and vegetable coating. All right. Like I said, this synthetic fruit and vegetable coating. All right. That's something that you should look into when you're buying things from Esau. Okay. Which everything that you buy, it has to have the approval from Esau Edom. All right. And we get the F to the D to the A. Okay. With the food, it also has what? Involvement with drugs. Okay. And it got to be approved from them. All right. So you cannot do anything unless Esau is big brother. He has to be involved in what you're going to be doing, and everything he sets for you to eat, drink, put on your body. It has to be something that's going to defile you or put harm to you. And people would think that's far-fetched, but just look at his track record. Okay? Look at his track record. Look what he did when he came over here to the Northern Kingdom, and they brought him, and they were sick. Okay, when Cristobal Colon, aka Christopher Columbus, came over here, if you read his memoir, what did he say? All right, he was an evil man. He was the epitome of what the elites are. Okay, what is Esau Edom is, who runs the world. These small hats, the Amalekites. He gave, they nurtured the so-called Indians, okay, nurtured these men, these sailors that came over here back to health. And what did they do? Think about it. What did they do? They paid them back by giving them different blankets and things that were that gave them smallpox and tried to kill them off. This is what this man do, all right? Even though he seemed to help thee, all right, but war is always in his heart. Now let's get here. It says controversy surround Bill Gates back synthetic fruit and vegetable coating. Now I want to see here what it says. Now when you look at what it says, synthetic is of a substance made by chemical synthesis, especially to imitate a natural product. So synthetic fruit is natural. It grows from the earth. But yet he wants to take something that's natural and imitate it and present it to you. That's why now you have different fruits, vegetables, and different fruits without no seeds. Why is he not providing seeds where you can basically replenish what you take in? You can plant it and you can grow it and you can continue with a cycle. This man has taken it away because he wants all things to come through him. And also, when you make something that is not a natural product that comes from the earth, you knock the nutrients out. So now it's not beneficial to you. Okay? It's not beneficial. So what did he say? He got synthetic fruit. So things that are not natural, he's starting to create. Or he have been creating. And what did it say? Vegetable coating. When you go into that, all right? Look at that. ARS USDA. I'm reading this right here. It says new edible food grade fruit coating has it covered. So now he has different vegetable coatings, Slakia, that are supposed to be edible, but yet it keeps the insects and things off, as they say, as it grows. So he created fake food to imitate what the Lord has made to come naturally to help replenish your body, all right, with nutrients and things, and taking away the nutrients, taking away the seeds, so you can't plant for yourself now. And he's putting things on it to coat the vegetables that he said is edible, but he ain't telling you that it's harmless. He just said, hey, it's edible. Anything can be edible. Poison can be edible. But when you eat it, what the hell is going to do to you? What the hell is going to do to you? It's going to put you in a box. You're going to have people crying. It's your funeral. See, that's what Esau does to you, okay? Though he's seen to help you, you know what I'm saying? He's going to constantly be drawing swords, getting ready to see what he can do to put you down. All right? It's like it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. It says, controversy surrounds Bill Gates' back synthetic fruit and vegetable coating. Okay? It says, Bill Gates' involvement in the food industry has sparked a new controversy with the development of a synthetic fruit coating called organ appeal. Despite its approval by the Organic Material Review Institute and the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, the coating has drawn criticism from organic advocates and celebrities like Michelle Pfeiffer. The debate centers on transparency, safety, and the integrity of organic standards. And see, this man, he's buying up a lot of the farmland here in America. All right. Him and it was another actor, Orlando Bloom, I believe, or Katy Perry. They used to be married. I don't know if they still are. But they bought like the Bragg's vinegar, which was good vinegar. But I think in 2019, 2020, they went and bought that. All right. And now it's been reports where people will buy it, and when it sits up for a period of time, you start seeing something at the bottom. Some people said it may have been look like worms or just different things. So when this man takes over and buy these things, he's not doing it to help forward your life. He's looking to help take away from it. All right. Because one thing about the elites, when you look at the Georgia Guidestone, which they basically destroyed because I guess it was getting too much attention, you know, they said they want to get the population down to 500 million people. All right. And that's the whole entire world. And just look at in America, you have over 300 million people here in America. So they want to get the world down, and the world is at 500 billion. Okay, so these elites are looking to do that. That's why you have AI, these different things that are set up, all right, because they trying to take away man, but they still want the manpower to help sustain life and go through on the manpower, continue the life to go on. That's why they use AI to take away a lot of these jobs. Okay. And what he's setting up when he buying all these different farmlands and buying all these different companies, and they're changing the way the farmland of the companies work, because they're looking to do away with your people and have access control over all parts of life, where you can't even breathe unless they know that you're breathing. All right. And the food is one of the main things that can help control the mass of the people. All right. I'm going to get because what he's going to do is, like you say, we're here to eat our food, but yet it's being defiled by Esau. This is Ezekiel 4:13. And it says, and the Lord, and it's all caps, and that's Yahweh. Okay, meaning he is. It says, and the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel. Okay, that's you so-called black, Latinos, Native American, who is the bulk of the nation, because we are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, it says, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them. All right. And the majority of the bulk of the nation of Israel was driven to here in the Americas. All right, to do what? To serve our captivity. All right, so this is not a place that, as it says in Micah 2:10, and I'll get that, because this is not our rest. That's why these things that are happening, this is a prison sentence. But our people are comfortable here throughout the generations. This is Micah 2 and verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Okay, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Okay, with a sore destruction. So it's gonna destroy you. So that's what he looks to do. All right, he has control of the food, and he want to constantly defile you. But the thing is, through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, he haven't just put all of us to death. Because the main thing, he want to put the nation of Israel to do away with them, to do away with us, which is the nation of Israel. Okay. Let's keep going here. It says, key points at a glance. Appeal signs, organ appeal is a post-harvest coating designed to extend the shelf life of fresh produce. All right, so they want to extend the shelf life. But one thing about produce, that lets you know when it's not good. When you have produce, it's only when you take it off the vine or however you take it off or wherever it grows on, or take it off, that means it's the process of it being ripe, and it's going to continue to what it ends up being rotten, which it goes to basically being it's dying off, because you're taking it off the vine, you're taking it off that life, okay, because it will continue to grow. But when you take it off, that means it's ready for what? To sit for a second to be eaten, but you don't supposed to have it sitting on the shelf for 2 or 3 damn weeks. And that's what Esau tried to do. You can buy this food, and you can just have these bananas for 7 days, for 17 days. That ain't how it's supposed to go. I bought some bananas one time that stayed green for like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, God damn, I threw them away. Because what? Because they're not natural. They're synthetic now. He's taking something that is natural, and he's basically putting his own twist to it, saying, I got something better. But yet it's not. It's something that is not beneficial to your body. All right, keep going. It says, organ appeal is registered with the EPA as a pesticide and is OMRI listed for use of organic produce. The coating contains 0.66% citric acid and 99.34% undisclosed other ingredients. So basically, it's 100% of ingredients that they're not going to tell you. It's disclosed. So you might as well put a skeleton with 2 crossbones at the bottom or right behind it, and say, this is what we're not going to tell you that's in the ingredients, and it's majority of it. But 66% is of the coating contains citric acid. That is the devil. Continue on to the safety warning. You know what? Let me get a scripture. All right. Let me see. I want to go here. Lock here. This is Sirach 12. It says, and this is something that we have to keep going to, because this is something that you look at, and you have to understand, you have someone that don't like you. He don't like you. Esau did not like you, especially the elites, because he's still butthurt off of the birthright, which that was the Lord that set that up. You know, this man was appointed to be the evil one, the wicked one. This is Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust our enemy as iron, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. For though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. You got to take heed and beware of him. Look at what he's doing. All right. Keep your eye on the swivel. Be circumspect, as it said in Ephesians 5. I'm going to keep going. It says, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not altogether wiped away. So the man, um, this nation of people, okay, that was brought us over on cargo slave ships, who funded that was the Amalekites, the small hats, okay, that brought us over here, that whipped our backs, okay, buck breaking, cutting off your testicles, making the mother and the son sleep with each other to produce. This is who they said, hey, his rust is not altogether wiped away. He still is the same old E. And this is the so-called white man. All right. I'm gonna jump on down to verse 16. He says, "The enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee." So he's going to pretend to help you, but he's going to be looking to ultimately destroy you. Okay? I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to get back on natural news. It says, and we right here, it says, safety warnings of a concentrated product has been misinterpreted, causing public skepticism. Michelle Pfeiffer initially criticized organ appeal, but later issued a corrective post. Okay? And I'm going to read this here and we'll get ready to finish it out. It says, appeal science and organ appeal. Appeal science, founded by James Rogers in 2012, has developed organ appeal, a synthetic fungicide and coating designed to extend the shelf life of fresh products. The company has received early support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Though Gates is not directly involved in the current operation, organ appeal is applied as a thin edible layer derived from plant-based material, primarily designed to act as a barrier against moisture loss and oxidation. But they said, what did they say up here? But that coating contains 60.66% citric acid and 99.34% undisclosed other ingredients. They don't want to tell you, but they said everything is all good. It's edible. You can eat it. But they ain't say what it's going to do after you eat it. They just said it's all good. It's edible. Anything can be edible if you put your mouth in there and chew it up and swallow it. But what's the effects of it? Okay? What's the effects of it? Like I say, he may seem to help thee, trying to tell you, oh, it's a long shelf life, but ultimately, he's looking to throw you in the ditch. He's looking to put you into the grave. Never trust thy enemy. So I just wanted to bring this out, and you can keep reading it. This is natural news, and like I said, this came out today, and it says controversy surrounds Bill Gates back synthetic fruit and vegetable coating. All right, so he backs it, so that means he approves it. All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.